What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name is Scythe. I'm going to try and volume boost this video as much as possible because I'm going to have to keep it down. I'm actually very sick right now. I don't even know what ended up happening. It just kind of suddenly attacked me where I was in the middle of recording actually, and suddenly I just felt like throwing up every time I would talk at my normal commentating volume, right? So I just wanted to make this video as a quick little update, not to tell you that I'm sick or anything like that. Of course I'll just deal with that accordingly, but things have been getting very busy for me, very hectic, you know, just life stuff going on, still trying to adjust to having Scarlett in my life actually living here with me. For those that don't know, I was in a long distance relationship for like 1,000,000 years. We've been engaged for 1,000,000 years, but now she's actually here living with me in Canada, which is awesome, but it definitely is an adjustment period, and I think I keep kind of underestimating that. And not only because of that, but just in general, you know, the channel's been booming like crazy, and I'm forcing myself and really trying to keep up with it, while also, you know, it's kind of now that it's settling down a little bit. You know, the channel's still growing, don't get me wrong, but that new feeling about it is kind of slowing down, which I think is a good thing, because now I'm starting to finally just relax a little bit and realize how hard I was pushing myself, you know. Now, you know me, anybody that's been with the channel for 1,000,000 years knows I'm kind of a workaholic when it comes to stuff that I'm passionate about, especially, so like the Let's Plays and stuff like that, and I kind of tend to push myself a little bit too hard, not realizing that I do. So I'm just saying this right here, right now, folks. Just kind of want to address this just in case you're wondering what happens within the following weeks. But for right now, my only priority, and I'll kind of explain this and elaborate on this in a little bit, but my only priority is going to be Trove and Astroneer. Those are the only series that I'm going to be prioritizing and trying to keep out regularly. You know, Trove is obviously going to keep coming out every single day, and Astroneer maybe every day, maybe every second day. We'll see what ends up happening. But I am not prioritizing recording any other series right now, just because I've got a lot on my plate as far as life stuff is concerned. You know, Scarlett's going to be starting her schooling and stuff. Not to mention I'm going to be, at the time that I'm showing this video to all of you, I'm probably actually going out to the airport to pick up some family that's visiting for the holidays. My brother's going to be coming down. It's kind of like our late Christmas, because you know, everyone was kind of out of town or like really busy with work and stuff like that, so we didn't get to all do our own like family Christmas thing. So now we're doing it a couple days later, right? And you know, everyone's gonna be hanging out, we're gonna have a good time, and just because of that, combined with like everything else, and not to mention just this sickness, like I know my body very well, and I can really tell that this sickness that suddenly just ended up happening to me, like in the middle of recording some Astroneer, I know that it's got to do with stress, because I've been really working myself hard to not, how would I put it, it's like, there's only been a couple times, this is kind of a quick little history of the channel, right? There's only been a couple times with the YouTube channel where I've had a taste of success and didn't know how to capitalize on it. So I think that as a person, you know, it's only natural I'm working myself harder than I ever have, because I'm, you know, worried for no reason, you know, that I'm gonna miss the Trove success and the hype train that's going on right now, right? So I've been working myself really hard to try and capitalize on that instead of just enjoying it, you know? And that still kind of like, while I do think that, yeah, you know, that's the right thing, that's what I should actually be doing, you know, on the business side, yeah, go play your strong suits, play your strong songs, you know. And my strongest series on the channel, of course, is Trove, so of course I'm going to be running that one, but also just enjoying it myself personally. Now, there's a fine line between that aspect of it and then why I'm doing it, because why I started YouTube first and foremost is for me. Well, you know, I'm an entertainer, and I wanted to do YouTube just because I wanted to kind of show people out there that you can still make your way to the top while just being a nobody, especially with clean content. that's kind of my biggest goal, and my overall like aspiration for YouTube is to hopefully one day be able to call myself a big timer, with all of your permission, because it's entirely up to you folks, right? And be able to be a clean, cool content creator that doesn't get into any of the drama or any of the garbage that you see with other channels. Not to mention, try my best to keep as strong a fan interaction as I have up to this point. Now, we'll see what ends up happening in the future, but as it stands right now, you know, I'm still talking with everybody as often as I can spare. And that's kind of the thing that I think a lot of people take for granted. And I'm not trying to, you know, rant about this or anything, but I'm just saying, folks, that as the channel is growing more and more, it means that I am going to have less individual time with fans. So, you know, especially when I'm working myself this hard, you know, the last thing, it's not that I don't want to interact with fans by any means, but the last thing that I want to do when I'm this exhausted mentally is to sit there and talk with a bunch of people, you know? That's why, even as far as all the admins and officers and stuff like that, you know, I haven't really been hanging out with them as much. Not because I don't want to, just because when I get like this, like it's like when you're doing talking for a living, I like to just stay silent, you know what I mean? But I don't mean to rant about that. This video has already gone on long enough. I'm just trying to say, folks, that it's not that I've stopped recording these other games, like Cube World, Warframe, and all that stuff, you know, Spiral Knights. I am still keeping those series on the channel. I'm not canceling them. But it may take, like, there may only be one episode a week. You know, there may only be one episode every 2 weeks. I'm just saying that those are not my priority right now. My priority is Trove, obviously, but I'm also having a very, very good time with Astroneer. You know, I'm having an absolute blast just playing that. You know, it's one of those games where I'm actually playing it off camera on my own time, whereas most of the other games that I'm running on the channel, I'm not actually playing them off camera. You know, Trove, I play on camera and off. Astroneer, I'm playing on camera and off. Spiral Knights, not so much. All I really do is log in, record, log out. And Warframe is kind of the same, just because I don't really have the time to grind the missions. Although I do definitely want to grind the missions. And I want to give a heads up and a thank you to Max and everybody else that's been telling me about this. But there's actually a really weird update with Warframe right now where your character can get infected. And apparently it's like really graphic and gruesome and definitely not G-rated and kid-friendly. So I'm going to be avoiding Warframe until that ends up getting resolved, unfortunately, folks. Spiral Knights, yeah, we'll see what ends up happening with that one. You know, my end game goal is still to try and grind all the way to the end of the main quest. I do have an episode that is going to be coming out this week. And then, you know, with the other game, Roblox, that's the other one. I definitely want to continue running that series on the channel. But again, just while all of this stuff is going on, it might slow down. So I'm just giving a heads up for that, everybody. And that's kind of all I really wanted to talk about in today's video. And now, if you'll excuse me, it's 5 in the morning. I still feel terrible, so I'm going to go and get some sleep. And I'm going to try and take a little bit more of a relaxed approach within these next couple days and weeks, folks. So I just wanted to give you a heads up on that. It's not that I'm like abandoning you or disappearing or anything. It's just that I've been working too hard. And although the videos are still going to keep continuously coming out every day, because as a YouTuber, you know, I work 24/7, I'm going to kind of take a little bit of a personal vacation where anytime I'm not recording, I'm just going to be taking it easy. Thanks so much for watching, though, everybody. Very much appreciate it. And thank you all so much for your continued support. I already know, like right now, that a lot of you are probably going to be posting comments about get well soon and take it easy and stuff like that, because that's usually what happens when I do these videos. But, I mean, I love what I do, like, to my core. You know, like, I absolutely love it. Doing this whole YouTube thing is my dream job. And I am so grateful to every single one of you that is actually making that possible, and especially that the channel is actually climbing and stuff like that. Like I'm actually getting very genuinely hyped to hit 100K subs. Like, that is just, you have no idea how excited I am for that. Not to mention, don't you get like the bronze play button or the gold play button or something like that at that point? That'll just be so insane for me. I don't know if that's what you actually get. I think it's like maybe a consolation prize or something. I mean, I don't know. That's not what it's about. I'm just saying it's more about the principle and the symbolism of actually being able to get to that point from some random guy that just started doing Turok 2 Let's Plays and stuff like that, right? And I mean, I've just been watching Let's Players for years, right? Anyways, I gotta go to bed. Thank you so much for watching. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sayonara and stay epic, everybody. Sorry that we're going to take a little hiatus from some of the series. You're still going to see them on the channel, but definitely not as often. Love you all. Bye.